What is going on, guys? WWE 2K25. So we are going to be looking at community creations. Okay, this is 15 hours after release, so that's where we're at here. Okay, so just 15 hours after the early release, we already have people with over 4,000 downloads. That means people are really going crazy with this game. You have Matt and Jeff Hardy, created by the same user. Now, last time I looked at this, there was an issue looking at the characters. Look at this. That's what you see. You just see the render. I don't know what that's about. I just don't know what's going on here. Because that's just the render. I don't want to see the render. I want to see the guy. But looks like you're not able to do that for some reason. Let's see. And it was like that for just about all the... That is extremely unfortunate because a lot of these characters are custom renders. They're not really the actual created player. So that right there is a bummer for me. I hope that's like a glitch that's going to be fixed. And that's not something that the game just has. I would say it probably should be back to the way it was last year. I would imagine that this is not the official way that it is going to be, which is going to limit my desire to even look at this stuff because it doesn't make any sense. Most people are using renders, so it's like, what's the point? Maybe is it only like that if this is not a custom render and it doesn't matter. It still just shows the picture of the guy instead of the actual created player. Shows the, the pose, the personality pose, whatever you want to call it. So you can't even really look at the creation and what they actually really look like. You can't, especially if there's a custom render, because that is not the created Russell right there. That is just the render that they use. So that is kind of going to limit my desire to even look at this stuff. It's still interesting to look at what they've put on here. I mean, that part is fairly cool, but am I really gonna? I don't know what this is about. I just don't know why they would change it to that when you have to actually download the character to really see him, and that's just not something that I'm actually willing to do. I'm not gonna download because and then you got King Kong Bundy. His body type is in this. Let me see if no. You can't see the whole character, and that's not good. I mean, you can see part of him. To me, that's not good enough. I need to see the entire thing in order to really know what I have here. Because sometimes you have stuff like this where you don't even see the character really. That's not what the created character looks like. That's a cartoon render is what it is. So, yeah. That's, but this just gives you an idea of what's on here so far. I mean, they got some stuff on here. They have another CM Punk. Why? Netflix debut costume, I guess. So let's go back to the first page. Yeah, we're gonna look at something else like images. Let's look at titles. I want to look at titles. You got Money in the Bank move set. Hopefully this is not the same crap. Let's see. Well, it seems like there's a glitch somewhere, but you can still see the belt basically. Just like the wrestlers, you can see them. Well, the ones with custom renders, you can't. You just see the render, and the render is not really the real picture of the guy. So these don't have renders. So they're showing you part of the belt. Let's see. I thought they'd be, and you can see a little bit of it. That is a little bit better than the created wrestler because, but this is still To me, not good enough. And I don't know why it's even different than last year. That I don't understand. Why that's even something that they would even do. Why switch it up, you know? Maybe they did it by mistake. Maybe it's something that they're gonna. I would imagine they're gonna fix that create a wrestler thing. Because how do I know if I want to download it if I don't even know what the character even looks like? I gotta download it first, then delete it if I don't like it. That's crazy. And I always look at signs and images because I like to look at ideas for tattoos because they have some really, really awesome stuff on here that you can use as tattoos. I mean, this stuff is really good. I don't even know how they do this, to be honest with you. I don't know how they. Looks like some of these are the same person that are putting this stuff on here. I always like this stuff here, and I use them on my created characters. You know, sometimes they have stuff on here that's not really usable. You know what I mean? Like, well, it's not something you can show on the channel because it's very like graphical or something. Sometimes they do that. They do that with the MLB The Show image upload for your created team too. They put some ridiculous crap on there, you know, but this stuff makes really, really good ideas for a lot of them are tattoo ideas and they're very, very good ones. Very good ones. This Nike would go on a t-shirt more than likely. Because yeah, you can create your own Nike and Reebok stuff. You know, they have the gear on here. Of course you got, you know, you can create, like I said, you can use that and put it on a mask, which is pretty cool. I would certainly do it, you know. I would definitely put that on a mask on one of my created characters. Not sure who that face is supposed to be. Does it say? It doesn't say, so I really don't know. This is a crowd? What is the purpose in that? That's Logan. Okay, that's Logan Paul. But I don't know why you would use that, though. I know he's in the game, but that just seems like a very random, weird thing to use. Who is this supposed to be? I don't know, but she sure has a large mouth. Whoever that is. Is this Chris Paul? The NBA player? What the heck? Why would you? Yeah, that's silly. Chris Paul. That's who that looks like anyway. I don't know if that's really who that's supposed to be. It looks exactly like him. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Who exactly is this? Don't know. I'm not good with recognizing people. And now you don't see the descriptions on this. Okay, now you do. Because they show facial uploads also on here, face photos too. Hopefully they can have something on here that you would want to use. Who's that? Is that Randy Orton? I don't think that's Randy Orton. This character, those piercings won't show up on the picture, I don't think. Because I don't think the ears connect with it. I don't know. I don't think so anyway. I bought Cody's soul on eBay. What? Okay. That's an interesting sign. So what exactly is this? I don't know. They have some really cool stuff on here. But look, create shows. I don't really look at that stuff. Yeah, let's definitely look at arenas though. Hopefully they give you a good view of the arenas. Okay, you got. I'm sure they're gonna have some TNA stuff, more than likely. People always like to create TNA stuff. Or not TNA, AEW is what I meant to say. I'm a little bit surprised to not see AEW stuff. Usually that stuff is like right on the front, you know? And these don't have as many downloads because people don't really mess with this stuff the same way they mess with Create a Wrestler. But they do mess with it a lot, though. Seeing a lot of ECW, not AEW. You think they're not letting them use AEW, maybe? I seriously doubt that. All this stuff seems to be ECW, WCW, all the stuff that's owned by WWE. I'm a little bit surprised to not see AEW stuff. It's a little surprising. There might be a reason for that. There's something going on, maybe. Because that is like the most obvious stuff that you would see. Let me go to the front page, see if I didn't miss something. ECW, Roswell. Everything is owned by. Wow, that's a little bit surprising. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Like if there's something going on with that. That's a very interesting thing. Anyway, that's a quick look at the community creations 15 hours after the early release.